Mick was one of those life observers, a guy who noticed things and recorded them in his head. For example, he noticed that every time he had sex with his wife, Tony, she immediately wanted to go to the toilet afterward. And when she did, she folded 3 pieces of toilet paper to dry herself. Always 3. Of course, it didn't mean anything. He just noticed. Then he began to think that she might be having an affair. Just a vague suspicion. For the past couple of months, she has always worked an hour late on Thursdays. Mick was not rich and could not afford to hire an investigator or surveillance equipment. One Thursday, he called her office after 5 in the evening and was told that yes, she was working late. He knew a woman who worked with Tony, and then one morning he managed to stumble upon her at a newsstand. "Will you be working late again next Thursday, Moira?" "Oh, hi, Mick." "No, why do you ask?" "Tony knows what will happen. I was wondering if the whole department knew about this." "Oh, this?" "No, just Tony. Well, sometimes a couple of other people. She just makes time because her lunch lasts longer on Thursdays." "Certainly. I forgot," Mick said. Then, one Thursday evening, there was a breakthrough. While he was watching TV on the sofa, something flashed for a moment. Mick rummaged between the pillows and didn't notice it. He removed all the pillows, and there was a jade earring. She was wearing both when she left this morning. He put everything back and put it in his pocket. When Tony returned home, she was wearing nothing. After dinner, he volunteered to wash the dishes and sneaked back to watch her through the slightly open door. She also removed the cushions and placed her fingers around the edges of the frame. She even lifted the sofa and looked under it. It's time to take Thursday afternoon off. A week later, after she left, he went into the bathroom, armed with a pen. He counted to the 8th piece of paper while filming on his phone. He put it on the seat cover, wrote the number 8, rewound the tape, and went to work. During lunch, Mick parked some distance from his house and saw Tony's car pull up. She came in alone. 2 minutes later, a Porsche parked next door. A man got out of the car and walked towards their side door. Tony let him in. 30 minutes later, he came out and drove away. Mick followed him. He went to her company, confirming that they worked together. While he was still watching, Tony pulled into the same parking lot. Shortly after 5 p.m., the Porsche pulled away, and Mick followed it into a much nicer part of town. As soon as the guy pulled into his garage, Mick knocked on the next door. "Sorry to bother you. Is Mr. Appleby at home?" "Mr. Appleby is not here." "Oh, then he must be next door." "I'm afraid not. Mr. Maynard lives next door. You must be on the wrong road." "Oh, sorry to bother you." He got home before Tony, who, of course, was working late. "Don't start any dinner, my love. We're going for a walk." "Really? Where?" "Secret. Now go upstairs and put on your sexiest dress." In the bedroom, he told her to put on stockings, but without a bra. She giggled but agreed with the secret. When she was done with her makeup, she said that she needed to go to the toilet. "Certainly. I will go with you. I want to show you something." She sat down on the toilet, and Mick said, "There's a number 8 written on one of the pieces of paper. Guess how far back that goes." "What?" "Just guess." "How many sheets are there until the 8th? "Okay, 6. She tore 3 pieces off the roll and folded them to wipe herself off. The number 8 was clearly visible after another 2 inches. "Okay, I was wrong," she said. At the front door, she said, "I'm gonna need a coat. It's cold in here, especially without a bra. It is not necessary. It will be hot where I'm taking you, and the car will warm up soon." They set off. Mick drove them to Maynard's house, watching her carefully the whole way. Not a hint of discomfort. Obviously, she had never been here before. They pulled into his driveway, and Mick got out. "Then let's go. This is where the party will be." Tony came out too. "Before we go in, I need to show you 2 things. Then hurry up, I'm freezing. I'm sending a short video to your phone." She looked at the screen and frowned. "What is this?" she asked. "This is me writing the number 8 on a roll of toilet paper. Notice the time is 7:30, after you left for work. I write this on the 8th piece of paper. But when you turned around to pick up your 3, there was a 2 at the end. So you came home during your usual long Thursday lunch break. I didn't do it? Your lover parked his Porsche next door. She gasped. You always want to pee after sex, Tony, and you dry yourself with 3 folded pieces of cloth. That's how number 8 moved towards the end of the throw. Never mind. We'll discuss this when we get home. In the meantime, I'd better get our car out on the road so our owner can pick it up from the garage. It won't be difficult. He backed out and rolled down the window. Now, you forgot this. He extended his hand to her, and she returned to the car. Mick honked and passed something to her. He made it just in time to see Maynard open the front door before roaring away. Tony turned sharply towards the house, then looked at her hand. She held a jade earring in her hand. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.